Alright, welcome back to Career Build Series Part 36. Alright, so we just left the hospital. We kind of have to redo our thinking about, we're not ready for containers yet. We're going to have to do some more resource trading. But this resource run should net us a tidy bit of money where we can really kind of start doing a lot more stuff. So, in this video, I'm going to try to keep it on the short side. We're going to do just pretty much a quick building video where I build, I'm just going to work on Rizhou a little bit here, add some fuel and try to fix a couple things. All right, so I'm going to recall it in the base. Let's see how much money we have now. Let me save this. Let's see. Okay, go away, Tarkov. Thank you. Rizhou, I'll do episode 36. Okay. All right, so I want to add some fuel capacity. We're having a list, so I want to look at so this is my middle block here. And you can see the center of gravity is in the middle. Let me look underneath. So weight blocks are equally distributed. I don't see why this would be listing, but it is. So it's not huge. It's not critical. It's not something I really care about all that much. So I'll look at it later. I want to get some more fuel in this. So I want to keep fuel at the center of gravity. I'm trying to think how much fuel I want in this. We're a little bit shy on fuel, I think. Let's do this. Let's move a couple microcontrollers. Okay, let's go like this. Let's move this one here. We'll merge that up. Okay, and then we need to, let's just pick this one up here. Actually, this can fit in that slot really nicely, so that goes there. All right. See if I can double my fuel capacity. That would be kind of nice. We're at 186 gallons, so we had 2, 3, 60, 72, 372 liters, something like that, or 372 gallons is actually what we have. Okay, so if I could reliably put on the symmetry mode when I need it, that would be fantastic. All right, so let's we're gonna put these just a hair forwards of CG, which isn't a big deal. I kind of have these ridiculously long straight tens. Okay, so put those like that. Kind of, do I want them inboard a little bit? I do. I'm going to inboard them just a little bit, paste that. Then I'll just go like this. I have one connected to the fuel meter, so I don't want to do that. I'm just going to double the number. I'm not going to bother reading both of them, I don't think, unless I have an open node, which I don't think I do. All right, so we're going to tie these together, and we will... All right, so we'll tie these together, and we will... let's get off symmetry. Let's go... What do we need? We need... Which pipe do we need? This one. Okay, so that pipe will connect us up there. Then we want a T-piece, like so. All right, that's that. And then this needs a T-piece after a regular T-piece. And then these can... what's feeding my... Okay, where's my fuel being fed there? Okay, that's fine. So that's good. All right, so that doubles our fuel. So let's find where my fuel is connected. So right here, that goes to... If I could find it. Okay, that goes to right here to... No, what am I doing? That is my tilt. Where is my fuel? Okay, is my fuel... Okay, there's my fuel is reading here. It's reading to fuel tank. Okay, I don't think I have an extra node. I don't, so let's just do this. We'll kind of cheat it a little bit. Find where fuel tank comes in. It's going to be reading at the panel readout. Middle mouse button is acting up. Okay, let's find where I'm reading out. So I need an out panel is what I need. Where are you? Why are you so hard to find? What's that? That is composite read 18, whatever. Alright, so probably it's over here maybe. Fuel tank. Here it is. Fuel tank. Let's see. Can we do 2x? Invalid end reached. Alright. Alright, so x times 2 divided by 3.785. So that should double it. Let's update that. Let's check, make sure the gauge is reading. Let's make sure the boat's not sitting too low in the water. It's sitting a little lower in the water than I like, so that's easy. Remember, we added weight blocks, and so this was one of the things that was great is we also want to move the center of gravity forwards so that it's in line with the fuel, because the fuel is going to be what drains. It's the only thing that drains. So what we can do here is the beauty part about adding weight blocks. Oh, please, why just beyond what I want there, symmetry. The beauty part of adding weight blocks is you see how easy it is to just quickly cut them out when we don't need them anymore. So like we probably don't need any weight blocks at this point, and the center of gravity moves up much closer to the fuel tanks there that way. And you could use some there. Let's go paint. Okay. All right, so there we go. As you can see, now we've taken that out. We're probably a little bit lighter, and we have more fuel. So have more fuel now, which is nice. That's going to double our fuel. Let's spawn it. We should be sitting higher in the water now. Yep. As you can see, we got a little bit more buoyancy now because I took out the weight blocks. Even though I added that extra fuel, we're now even lighter. Let's check. 371 gallons. That's good. So let's go. We need to fix the gauge so the gauge reads correctly. So 372 will do. 372. All right. See, is that list still in there? Yeah, see, I don't know what that list is all about, so I'll have to keep trying to figure that out. I don't really want to add just weight on that side if I don't have to. All right, so that's good. We doubled the fuel. That's going to really make it nice and easy. Let's try maybe add a spotlight. So let's do a little. Do I want to do a trick on this or what? I don't think so. I was going to kind of do a trick, but I don't think I will. So one thing you'll notice with, you can't do it anyway. You can't see these reds behind you. You're only supposed to see a white light behind you in real life, so they put shields. I think I might put spots on top anyways. Spotlight. I'm trying to think. Where do I have space to throw? I could easily throw a spot controller in here. That's not a big deal. I'm trying to think, do I want them on the sides like this? I don't want them hitting the front of the boat. That's the problem. They hit the front of the boat and it's just kind of ugly to look at. So thinking like that. Maybe like that. And then maybe like that. It seems excessive to me, having that many spotlights. I don't think I'm going to do all that. I think I'm going to do... the other one I was thinking is having a moving spotlight. Do I try to complicate this more than it needs to be? Generally, that's my style. I see. I don't know how far the spotlights are gonna actually shine. So let's for now put some static spots. If I feel like moving them, I will. So let's keep just those for now. Kind kind of want I kind of want a rear one. Let's go like this. What is this connected to? What am I connected to there? Let's take the transponder locator. Let's cut that. Let's move that up. Make sure we're not destroying anything we need. We are. That's a light. Let's put that there. Let's merge that. Oh, come on. Behave yourself, please. Thank you. All right, good. That's there now. Let's grab a spot, and we'll put a single spot in the rear. So we have one forward, one aft. That's all we really want or need, I think. Yeah, that's pretty good there. All right, so let's make a little microcontroller. Okay. Spots. Okay, let's go. We need to have a panel. So that's composite. We need to have forward, and we need to have rearward spots. Okay, so that's going to be that. Logic's going to be composite input panel. On-off output. Bow spots. And stern spots. Stern spots. Okay, logic's pretty simple here. Where is my logic? There it is. Oh, it's just weird. Oh, it's probably because I was looking around in the other one. Okay, so let's see. We want okay, so pretty simple here. Let's do 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay, update that. Alright, so that's a simple one. Stern spots, or spot. These are going to be bow spots. And then I need to change the color. The color was a little bit screwy. And there was also, on the release version, I noticed this paint here, so I need to fix that. So make sure symmetry is not on for this one. Let's go, I think we'll go one close to the seat there. Panel. Just take this and copy that. Actually, that's pretty pre-colored for me. Bow spots. I kind of like a flip switch. Stern spot, spot, and a flip switch for that. And then for now, we'll keep these as none, and we'll probably fill them out at some point with something. Might add underwater lights or something, especially if that new the new patch coming. You know, we might get something cool with that. Let's go composite there. And then the last thing we need to do is add a little bit of electricity to make that function. All right, one more, please. Thank you. All right, go there, please. Thank you. All right, so that's good. Now just electricity. So we're going to go electrical. I've been connecting all my lights to themselves, essentially. So any lights can connect to lights. That's how I kind of isolate the systems. That's good. Let's paint. I need to fix some paint here. Okay, that fixes that. I'm trying to see if there's anything that's screaming at me that would make this boat tip. Everything looks symmetrical. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if it's the stability system just doing something weird, or something's interacting that's causing it. Like this shouldn't be hitting anything. You know, it doesn't seem like it's a phantom force. All right, so I'm not going to get into it too much. Oh, we need to add electricity to the panel. So that can come right off that panel like that. All right, so let's see, what do? We put in more fuel, a considerable amount. We doubled the fuel. That's really helpful. We also, so we doubled the fuel. We also added spotlights. Was there anything else we needed? I don't think so. I don't think right now. All right, so let's spawn it in. See what we have for money once this is spawned. 53, okay. I'm going to at least start heading towards the, I'll head towards Sawyer North and I'll end it there. That way I could start hauling that barge up to the resource island. And then, so I'll go over the plan of what I'm going to do here. So let me first start, let me get my autopilot on here so that I can get moving. So feels a little bit like a wasted trip down to Sawyer North, but we learned a lot of what we needed, so that's not the end of the world. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to head down off screen down to Sawyer North. I'm going to grab the barge. I'm going to take the barge up to the Refinery Island here. Let me see what the price difference is. We make good money running oil. Let me see, because if the oil's not... If I could do 2 oil runs in the time that takes me to do 1 jet fuel run, it's better to do 2 oil runs because there's less of me moving around. So that's $1.33. Say $1.34, and that sells for $2.87. Okay. So $2.87 minus $1.44 is $1.43. Okay, so that'd be $1.43 times, it was about 29,000, we'll say. Alright, so that's 41,000. So I could fill the entire, I could fill up with this. Yeah, I could completely fill up with that. So that would cost me 41,000. Or no, that would make me 41,000 in profit. Okay, so that make me 41,000 in profit. Like I said, I make... What do I make in jet fuel? Okay, so jet fuel, we're buying jet for $1.42. That's a considerable distance. It really is. 5.4. 5.4 minus $1.42 is $3.98. So 3.98 times 29,000. That's 115,000 in profit. All right, so I would have to do almost 3 trips of oil to get there. Now, look at the distance from here to there. So let's just kind of, make a quick little guesstimate. So I'd say that's about there. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Okay, so this is the difference, and this is why I think jet fuel is better. I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna bring this barge all the way up here. Okay. I'm gonna have to sit there for a considerable amount of time and wait as I fill up with, So anyways, I'd have to go all the way over here to oil, right? I'd have to sit there for a considerable amount of time. I'd have to go up the gantry. I'd have to come down with the hose. I'd have to connect the hoses. And then I'd have to sit and wait. I'd have to wait for the oil to fill up 29,000 liters of oil. Then I'd have to drive over here. I'd have to sit for a considerable amount of time and wait for all that oil to get pumped off and sold. Then I'd have to go all the way back, and I'd have to repeat it. I'd have to wait. And so I'm actually not going the 3, I'm going 6, because I have to go back and forth. And then I have to wait. All that waiting time, so it's actually going to be better for me to come up here, fill it once, go all the way down here, and empty it once. Okay? Then what I think I'll do is I'll leave the barge here, I'll dock it, come over here, I'll buy Komodo. Come back, grab the barge, I'll head back over here to Sawyer North, and I'll buy Sawyer North. And then we can get into container moving. So that's what I'll do. So I'll do most of that off screen, so I think that makes sense. It sounded almost okay to do 3 runs of oil, but the thing that's going to kill us is sitting waiting to pump all that oil. That pumping of the oil is going to take us a lot of time. Now, I'm not a huge fan of jet fuel trading just because jet fuel trading is not really all that realistic. Let's do a quick money test here. So that's, say, 59 cents. 59 cents to get some oil there. It's 59 cents for oil. What is that? That is a diesel cell. Okay, 59 cents of oil. And we sell oil for $2.87. So 2.87 minus 50 minus 0.59 equals $2.28 times 29,000. Yeah, so that's 66,000 to go that incredible distance. Yeah, so it's better. I think so. Jet fuel is going to be the way to go, and that's all because of the pumping time. It's going to take a lot of pumping, a lot of waiting. It's going to take a lot more time to make the same amount of profit than going and doing that diesel run. Now that doesn't mean that I don't want to do in the future. You know, I have a tanker that I want to use in our game. I think it's considerably expensive, but it also holds like I think 175,000 liters, at least that. So that would be a lot of fun to get into. That's that's good to do some oil trading with that. That would also be one where it's worth to go down here, get some cheap oil, and maybe at some point go all the way to the Arctic. You know, even if I recorded the whole time, I would just even if I recorded the whole time, I would just do like a time lapse or something, which I need to learn how to do. Like, see, you're buying oil for a quarter, and then you could go down to the oil sale here and sell it for, for at least what is it, five and change times the cost. So that would be another thing worth doing. All right, so we're gonna grab the barge. I'm gonna start heading that way. I'll stick with you until we end up heading that way, and then I'll leave you there so you're not having to watch. Why is this sitting funny? It's sitting a little funny. Ooh, don't smash, don't smash, don't smash, don't smash. Okay, good. Just a gentle smash. And shutting my door makes it difficult. Maybe I'll put a backup camera on this. Go all fancy like. Okay. All right, let's grab a rope. I'm just gonna get us started going to getting toward to the jet fuel buy, and then I'll go ahead and I will off screen do this. I might catch up with you for a quick one where I what am I? Oh, you know what? Emergency stop. Still tied off to the dock. Yep, still tied off to the dock. Okay. Some of us aren't paying attention. We can test our doors. Look at that. Let's test our doors. There's our door. Okay. And it works. Okay, good. So it worked before, but we'll check it again, make sure it still is working. So the doors are kind of a nice little solution. I don't know why it took me that long to figure the door out, but I was thinking of doors, but I didn't know how they'd look, and I didn't know if I'd like them. I thought a ladder would be better, but I didn't have much choice because we were constrained on the build area. Okay, you're full. You're full. Okay, let's just keep it on me for now. All right, so I will catch up with you guys. I will probably do just a little video, a quick kind of like check-in. What am I hooked up on? Nothing. It's just it's the tension in the cable. As soon as it pulls taut, it's yanking me back. But once I fill up with diesel, I'll catch in with you guys, just do a check-in. I might either do that or just skip it, and when we sell, I'll come back to you with the full price. All right, I think that's what I'll do. All right, thank you for watching. Bye. All right, welcome back. Just arrived at the Refinery Island here. I already started connecting up the hoses. I fell in the water about 8 times, so I figured I'd spare you that torment and just start here. So I have 3 hoses connected. As you can see, in this short period of time, I already have about 5,000 liters. So the 3 hoses actually filling this up pretty quick. I also want to come over here and I want to put some, I believe, which one's diesel? Diesel is the middle one right here. So let me grab diesel. Every stop I make, if I can, I want to put some diesel in my boat. We doubled up the tanks on Brigeau, and that went from like 186 gallons up into 370 gallons of diesel. So that's helpful to have. Let's turn this on. That's very helpful to have more diesel so that we can have a longer range. So we used about 100 gallons of diesel, And so we're filling now with diesel. So that's going to fill up with diesel, and we'll keep this filling up with jet fuel. So we're going to go, this is going to take all of our money pretty much, because we're buying so much jet fuel. So we're going to come down all the way down here through the bridge, down here, and we're going to sell here. Then what I'm going to do is, I'm probably going to leave the barge. I'll leave the barge as it's emptying. That's what I'll do. And I'll head over to Komodo. It's 80 grand. I don't know if it's going to still make me money if I leave, so we'll see. I may or may not leave it, but then I'll go buy Komodo, come back for the barge, or either take the barge with me, and then I'll bring the barge back to Sawyer North, and then we can start that. See, this is... see, we just had a tsunami. I shut tsunamis off. I don't know why tsunamis are on. So that's kind of bothering me. You know, I don't want it washing the containers in the sea, you know, in a career save. So, you know, I'm not a huge fan of natural disasters the way it was implemented. The tsunamis are absolutely miserable just because they cut through all the coast. They knock all the containers off into the water. I don't want meteors. I don't want, you know, like volcanoes could be cool if it was localized around the volcano, and so you get like 5 rescue missions all by the volcano, put out forest fires, rescue some people, you know, so you kind of have a harrowing thing of lava around. That would be kind of cool, but, you know, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. I thought I shut them off. You know, I could have guaranteed that I shut those off, so I don't know why they're on. Maybe it was the latest save. Turn them back on. I'm not certain. Let's check our diesel. We're still filling diesel. Are we? That's a question. Are we filling diesel? Doesn't look like it. We're still at 263 gallons there. Let's, you know, the barge is filling quickly, and the please go up the stairs. Thank you. The barge is filling quickly, and the boat with this little tank is not. Did I not turn this on? Is it not connected? Pump is off. I could have sworn I turned the pump on, but maybe I didn't. Alright, so yeah, you can see it almost instantly filled it up, back up. So that's good. We're back up on... Alright, so we're back up to full tanks on our boat. So hopefully that gets us to... It should. We used about 100 gallons to get here, so from here... we traveled... No, we traveled... Yeah, so we traveled from here to here to here on 100 gallons. So we definitely should be able to go from here to here on 300 gallons. So, and then we can also grab some diesel here at Komodo, I believe, if we buy it. So I'm not all that concerned about running out of fuel. I think we'll be fine. So let's go ahead and let's actually shut this pump off. Pump is off. Okay, pump off. Let's put this back up and shut this one off. Alright, let's check where we're at here. Are we still taking money? Yeah, it's still taking money, so it has to be filling. Let's see where we're at level-wise. Alright, we're at 26,000 liters, so we're getting close. So this actually fills pretty quick. So the fill time's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, so that's kind of nice. That's a little refreshing. So I think it's about 29,000 liters is our capacity. So I'll kind of hang with you on this portion of the video until we get full. I'll stow these hoses. I should have used the hoses for my boat. That way I don't have to jump up. But I end up just using one, so I'm going to have to jump back up to stow them. Alright, so we're full. 29,250. We have 12,000 left. That's good. Let's start grabbing some hoses. This first one I'll stow in the boat. Please go back. Thank you. Alright, so it's doing the glitch where it fills with water. Not the end of the world, just kind of a, you know, a visual eyesore. Yeah, I definitely think I'm going to extend the day-night cycles. You know, it feels like the days just kind of go flying by. I'd rather kind of extend them out, I think. Shut that pump off. Not that you know, it probably doesn't use... What happened to the last pump? There it is. Okay. Just the hose was hard to see. Okay, so we have our barge filled, and it actually filled pretty quickly. you know, a lot of people have been complaining about how long it takes to fill stuff, and you know, I understand. They'll bring like a 500,000 liter. They'll bring a 500,000 liter fuel tanker and then expect it to fill instantly. You know, it's like that's part of it. You know, you sit. You know, if it was instant, it would just instantly be able to fill up. And so I get it, but disagree with it. All right, so let's try to steer off this dock a little bit. Oh, you know what helps steering off the dock? Starting the engines. All right, so we also need to watch our electrical generation. It's still a little low in my opinion of where I like it. Okay. So I'm going to be careful here not to, I think I'm going to back the stern out. I'm going to back the stern out here. Alright, once I get the stern out, I'll spin. Alright, so we can use our newfound rotational abilities here. Alright, so as you can see here, with our asymmetrical thrust we have now, see how I can easily turn around in just the space that I have here? See how nice that is to be able to do? So that's where asymmetrical thrust really comes into play. You can see how easy it was for me to rotate out of there. So, go a little fast here for spinning this barge around. It's probably going to pull on us when the rope picks up all its slack. But as you can see, it actually spins the barge pretty nicely. So we can watch it go. Yep, so nice little spin move on this barge. And, once we get out here, let's gun it and let's get going. And I'll desync. Alright, so I'm going to try to go straight line as possible so I can use my waypoints. I also don't want to get anywhere near whatever this aggravation is going to be. So let's set a waypoint. It's going to be a long journey, so I'm going to play Tarkov and get back with you guys. Alright, so let's look at our times here. So we're doing 8 knots, which is good. That's about our normal tow speed. It's going to take us 78 minutes. And it's 11 nautical miles. Okay, so yeah, it's going to take some time. But I'm going to go play Tarkov and let this run in the background. So, a lot of people, complain about how long things take. Well, I've been playing these types of games for a very long time. And, it's, I find it very relaxing to have this downtime as I can go play something else or I can go do some stuff around the house. And with our autopilot system, the really only the thing we need to worry about is this bridge right here. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a save. And then let this run. So we're doing about 8 or 9 knots. We have, and to complain about the time it's going to take, that's $115,000 of profit. Not total. That's profit right there sitting on that barge. So we have $115,000 of profit sitting behind us. And so, even some of my biggest boats, you're talking 200,000-300,000, it wouldn't take that many runs to be able to launch an enormous boat. So, this is, I think this is working out pretty well. One thing I was considering is putting the larger winch here and putting it right on the deck. I might do that, I might not. I haven't decided yet. That was just a thought, just to have a longer cable. But, So, we'll let this run. And I will catch back up with you guys when we get... seeing this filled really quick, I'm going to probably connect it. I'll probably catch back up with you here when I get all connected. And then I'll decide, we'll probably run up here to Komodo if we'll see how fast we get money because we have to wait for 80,000. And then come up to Komodo, we'll buy Komodo. And then, if we have enough money, which we, let's see, if we have 115 and we had, so what would we be? We'd be at almost 130,000. So what's that, 80, and what's this over here, 60? 80 and 60, yeah, so we're still a little short, but not by much. So crate, rescue mission gets us in money pretty quick. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else quick style we could do. I don't think so. Probably not. Yeah, can't think of anything quick we could do to make some cash. But if we find a rescue along the way, or you know, there are often loot crates on these islands. So what I'll probably do is when I hook up, we'll go running through here. We'll see if we can find the loot crates. Probably one of the hospital tents. You know, that could be worth, you know, 10,000. I don't think Komodo has a loot crate, but you know, 10,000 could put us in the money where we can, because we have to buy Komodo. We have to buy. We could, you know what we could do? We could buy Komodo. We could buy spy cakes. That's going to give us a quick run back and forth. We'll also have a bed to sleep in. That will give us kind of a farther island, and then we could start moving some containers between these two. I might do that. Alright, so I'll check back in with you guys when we get there. See you later. Bye. Alright, checking back in here. We have a crate. First crate I've seen. So we're still about a little over an hour away. As you can see, I actually had a crash. I don't think it was from Stormworks. I think it was from something else caused a crash. That's weird. We also have a... what is this? Boat had emergency behind us. But you know, we're still about an hour away. I had a crash because I had this and Tarkov running, so and a bunch of other stuff running. So anyways, so we just came up on a crate, so I thought we would kind of add that so you saw where this money is coming from. Am I close enough? Nice. So there's 7,000 cash right there. And we'll continue on the journey. So, you know, like I said, it's nice having a autopilot system, you know, even a rudimentary one like this that allows you to, you know, you can do something else while this is chugging away. Especially, you know, this is going to be a long trip. But like, you know, like I was saying, this is going to be big money for us. This is 115,000 in profit to do this one run. And that's a small barge in our beginner base. The other thing we could do is, you know, it would probably slow us down quite a bit, but we could tow double barges. We could tow 2 barges, stack them. You know, it's so, you know, eventually we're going to get into a bigger space, and, you know, we'll be able to launch some larger equipment. But just want to check in with you guys, seeing where we just did the, just found that crate. So sun's setting, and we're going to continue on here. Still, we have 52 minutes remaining and 7 nautical miles. So, you know, it's funny that, you know, the distances in Stormworks are really small. So we have yet to even get close enough. See, that's the bridge way over there. So we're somewhere, if you look, there's our island there. We're beam the island here. So that's only 7 miles. So I'll check back in with you guys. Copy. All right, welcome back to Stormworks Career Build Series Part 36. The journey is over, or almost over. So right here is the military island. If we look with our binoculars, you can see that's the end of the piers where the jet fuel cell is there. My autopilot just shut it off. Again, it's nice to have an autopilot. You can very easily... I've been doing about 10 other things at once. Oh. So one thing I recommend that I keep doing that you don't do is don't go full throttle with the barge, completely stop. Do like 2 bars. All it's going to do, like you saw there, is try to get it, you know, it's going to take a little second for the barge to catch up, so it tries to pull you out of the water, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, so I'm just going to put on the regular old heading hold here once I get us lined up. So where is it? Right there. So I want to line up, so about 162 heading, I'm going to put that in. Okay. And now we're following on that. That will not auto-stop us, so we're going to have to stop ourselves, but it seems like everything I do is at night. I'm going to change the day-night cycle time. I want longer days, longer nights, and then if we need to, we can always sleep through them. But that's our jet fuel we're going to sell. So to kind of recap, so I caught up with you guys after we did the last one where we were going to try to do... we were going to try to do some containers, but we realized we needed money. And so went and did a rescue mission, got a little tiny bit of money, and then off screen I went back to the career base and I did a couple edits on Brigeau, get some things that I wanted to work on done, and then off screen, I took the barge to the Refinery Island, so you guys didn't have to watch me just traverse again. And the beginning of this video, we, as you could, we filled up with jet fuel, so we have a full barge of jet fuel, about 29,000 liters. And so now, on our way back, I stopped and I got 2 loot crates. So I can't remember how much the first one was. The second one was about 8,000. So if they were both 8,000, you're talking we made 16,000 just in crates on the way. So that makes it nice and profitable. So I'm trying to look and see how I want to line this up. So I think I'm going to come in from the from this, what would that be, east? From the east side, go west. We're going to kind of go across the end of the dock here. And that way I think there's 2 bollards. Yeah, I think there's one here and one there. Maybe I want to go up against it this way. I think I'll go up against it this way. I don't know where the ladder is, so that's, I'm going to have to go up and down the ladder a bunch, so I kind of want to make sure I know where that is. Up right here, perfect. So the ladder's right there, so let's go ahead. I think I'm going to actually put the barge right up in here so that we can actually just walk down the ladder onto it. So let me line, oh, I almost fell in the water, but we do have a safety switch, so that would have shut off the boat if we needed to. So I'm going to go ahead and slow down. And I'll get this lined up, start dragging in the barge with the winch. I started pushing up my throttles again. Alright, so we're going to bring the barge in. I wish they would add the capability to have a hanging hose here instead. I don't like that old style fluid connection. It breaks the RP for me that it's not actually a hose that connects to anything. Just kind of magics the liquid up the cable. So I don't like that. So it kind of be nice if they put some hoses and some winches on there. Alright, so we got a pretty tight cable on the barge now. I'm going to try to swing it just a hair wide and get it so we up my heading holds on. I need to zero that out. It was fighting me a little bit. Ooh, that much. Okay. So let's see where we're at here. Alright, so I think I'm going to back it a little bit. I ended up idling when I when I went to shut off the heading hold. So, all right. So I'm going to steer us over. I'm going to just try to re-maneuver us here. All right, here we go. Just going to pull it closer to the dock here. Alright, now I can actually use Vigio to push this too if I need to. But I think we're pretty good actually. I think it's, you see how I tugged it towards the dock at the last second there, so that should actually do pretty well. Let's bring in a little bit of line. It's actually looking pretty good on alignment. I'm going to try to walk up a rope, at least get one line on the of the barge on there. I could drop these anchors too. I may do that as well. Alright, so this right here, I'm going to I'll keep this line coming in for a second here, and then I'm going to stop it. Alright, so I'm actually going to put this rope back away. I'm going to grab the cable, stick it there. Trying to decide if I want to push it. I do want to push it, so let's push it. Let's go ahead, we'll desync our thrust. We'll come out here, I'm going to do a little bit more starboard than I will port. To help push us away from the dock here. And now I'm just going to go starboard and I'm going to start tossing port into reverse. A little bit of maneuvering here. Alright. And then I'm going to start going up just a hair on my... just going to use my starboard side. I'm just going to give it a little bump. Push it right up against the dock here. Alright, so that's pretty good. I'm going to grab a rope and I'm just going to tie Virgil off to the barge. I think the APU's on. We're producing, we're level on electricity. We're not losing or gaining, so that's good. It's doing its job, so I'll jump on board here. I'm just going to tie off And then I needed a rope to be able to tie onto the, I want to tie into the dock as well. Alright, so this should put us in Money City. I think, you know, if I recall, this was like $115,000 worth of profit. Not even, oh, you know, I should probably do, actually connect the line to something. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? Let me see if I can find, okay, it's right there at the base of the ladder. We are attached, okay. Can I climb this ladder with the rope in my hand? I can't remember if I can or not. Is the answer nay? I think the answer is nay then. Apparently I can't, so might end up with a swimmy here. Oh, do not drown, please. Alright, so let's do this. Where's my door? My door's here. New handy dandy doors. And as you can see, with full fuel, they're just above the water line by about 1 block. Alright, so let's figure out how to get up there and get the fuel down. So, we have a rope. I can't climb this with the rope. Let's do this. I remember we did spotlights. So I was just saying to myself, I can't see anything. So let's put some spots on. So we have bow spots. It's not aimed in the right direction, but it helps a little bit. Okay, so let me see if I can't climb with a rope. So I can jump down with a rope. Okay, let's get on the ladder. Okay, so maybe I could connect it. It just was being a little bit weird where I couldn't. Okay. I'm not going to jump on the barge. I don't want to break my legs, but I'm going to jump in the water here. Alright, I'll attach it here. At least this way I'm tied off. I can also do the anchors. I just want to kind of get a rope. There we go. I was almost there, and then it pulled me back. There we go. Okay. So we have that there. Where's my, there's my door. Okay, flashlight. Where's the door? There's the door. Okay, there it is. Alright, let's jump in here. Okay. Alright, so we're at least tied off a little bit. Start getting some fuel here. Or taking the fuel off. So what do we have? It does that glitch where it fills with water. So we have 29,250 in there. Let me see if I can actually climb this ladder. It was, I don't know if I have my hose in my hand. I do. Okay, the hose in my hand. It was just I couldn't get the prompt for the ladder. Okay, so that's good. Let's see. I need to do the front. No lighting. Let's see. Pump is now on. Okay. So the pump is on. Let me see. Can I grab the ladder from the top? Because I don't want to break my leg, but I don't want to keep jumping in the water either. I kind of want to RP this a little like I'm actually here, and I wouldn't keep jumping in the water. Okay, there we go. So I caught the ladder on the way down. Alright. So spots are good. I just can't really, I just don't have it perfectly where I want the spots, and I'm not willing to go back and move the boat for it. So, well, we didn't use that much fuel. I'll show you where the fuel is, where our fuel is sitting at currently. Okay, bang, ladder. Okay, good. I'm afraid of breaking my legs here. All right, equip the hose, and it's hard to see. Let me see. Attach hose. There we go. Let's put the last hose in. This should pump out pretty quick. It pumped in fast. Pumping out might take longer just because you're going up, but $5.41. I can't remember what we had, but we figured that we should be making about $115,000. Oh no. Oh, I actually didn't get hurt, so that's nice to know. Okay, so we're pumping out. We've already pumped out in this short period of time. We pumped out about what's that? About 2,500 I think I have this in liters. Yeah, 2,500 liters of oil, of jet fuel in this case. So should be making some good money. All right, so if we remember what we were going to do here is, this island's for sale. What is going on here? Is that a fire? It looks like a fire. So what we're going to do here is we originally were going to go and we were going to try to establish a container route so we could start moving some containers. And the thought was go down to North Sawyer, come across to Komodo, and kind of do that. What I think I'm going to do instead is, if we look at the money situation here, that's 60,000. This is 80,000. All right, so you know, right there, that's going to be 100 and that's going to be 140 to get those two right there. If we do this one, that's 80, and this, you know, that's Komodo. This is Spy Cake. Spy Cakes is 40. You know, so we're talking 120,000, and this is a nice short route between the two of them here. We can also launch a truck out of here to start doing some coal, because we'll be able to deliver coal here, and we'll have a place to launch our truck over here and put our truck away. So I'll show off the Mac Pinnacle, and we'll take that. And that I did some testing with that with the new FD45, which is pretty much ready to release. The Mac's pretty much ready to release. That will make us 68,000 per trip to go from here to here with coal. So I think we're gonna we might do that. That's gonna be helpful to you know, as another avenue for a little bit of money. So we're gonna do this this episode here is we'll sell this jet fuel. Once we get the money, we'll go over to Komodo and we will buy the island of Komodo. And then I think come back here and buy Spy Cakes. And then that will get us all set up for moving back and forth to, you know, to start doing some containers. We need the ability to, we need these train garages to spawn a ship loader to put the actual container on our barge. So that's one of the things we needed there. The money's not great on these. It's like, I would say between 2 and maybe 5,000 at most to go back and forth. But you know, we could do some coal runs if we need some money. We can also, you know, if we can get a little extra money, we can go to Sawyer North. It's a little bit of a, you know, more of a hike. But you know, this is also a good autopilot route. We can head straight across here and shut off and then head in. All right, so let's see where we're at. So we haven't been waiting long, and we, yep. So we're down 6,000 liters. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna save. Okay, so let's go, let's save this. And what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to leave this, and hopefully this will keep pumping. If I leave this and it keeps pumping, I'm hoping we can then, what I'll do is I'll drive my boat over and we'll buy Komodo. I think that's what we'll do. Alright, so let's do that. Let me first disconnect so I don't pull the barge off. These are all full. Let's check the back. There should be a space for rope. Okay. And have the APU and the engines running here. So we are doing good on battery. We are pretty good on fuel. Let's see where I can buy some diesel. You know, we're not really hurting on diesel, but it's good to know in the event that I need it. I can't get a line from there. It's a diesel cell there. So I need to be a little careful and watch our diesel here. You know, we could actually, once we buy these islands, we could despawn it and fill it that way, and then if we need to. This is kind of a cool island. Maybe at some point we can buy this island, and that can be our little base of second base of operations. It's kind of nice to be over here. So, all right, so let's do this. We are all set, and I took the ropes off. Let's go ahead and we'll sync them back up, and I will start to back out. Alright, so I'm going to make a waypoint here. We're here, so I'm going to make a waypoint right out there. We'll enter that in. Alright. And then we'll go ahead and start going forwards here. So 276 heading, so just about due west. So once we get around this pier, we should be able to turn. And I'll throw in the autopilot here. Alright, so let's, hopefully this keeps building money. We can kind of watch it. You see we're already up to $74,000. This should be a quick trip. I can't imagine that will take us very long. That's about 3 minutes. So you can see that's a nice short trip. So shouldn't be very tough to go and get this done. We have diesel here, I think. Let me look at this. Yeah, we could probably get a line up to this diesel here and buy a little bit of diesel if we need it for a boat. We can actually sell diesel there, but it's not worth doing. Alright, so one thing I wanted to add that I'll do at some point is I saw a kind of a cool little utility that I want to start playing with to try to make some more elaborate Lewis greens. And so what I'd like to do is move this 276 up right under HDG and then do DUK for depth under keel, and then put the depth under a keel there so we know how deep the water is below us. That will be a little bit helpful for any anchoring we're doing to know if we can actually anchor there or not. So it's kind of nice. You know, like I was saying before, we found 2 crates on the way over here, so that was like, I forget what the first one was, but let's say, you know, if we double them, that's 16,000 just in crates as well. Let's shut off these spots. I think we're holding battery pretty well. Yeah, we're gaining battery. Let me shut off the APU, see if we're still gaining battery. Yeah, we're still gaining battery because our engines are allowed to spool up now because we're not towing something. So a part of that has to do with, you know, we have scoops. So the faster we go, the more air we're packing in, so we can actually get more power out of our engines, higher RPM, more, you know, more fuel that we, or more higher RPM, the more electricity we're generating. See, we're almost at full electricity now. So all of our electrical changes worked out well. Let's shut those off. I haven't tested out the stern spot yet. Stern spot is very dim, but that's not bad either. You know, I don't want to blind myself. Okay, so we're coming right up on here. We're only 0.67 minutes away, so I'm going to go ahead and just take over. As you can see, our blinker for less than half a mile is coming up. All right, so we're going to buy our first new place. So we're going to buy Komodo. And that will allow us to, if we want bigger ships, start doing some container trading and coal. We actually don't need to buy. Spy cakes to do coal, but I kind of want to get into containers as well. So let's spend the money. We can do coal and just build up some extra money if need be. Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of nose in. I might actually, you know what I'll drop the anchor. And I'm not gonna do a long anchor. I'm just gonna, so I'm gonna try to set it. If it won't set, I'll just leave it out and then. Okay, I'm just gonna, there we go, it's set. Okay, anchor is set. So let's go ahead, you know, actually, I might be able to make the jump on this ladder. Oh, I hit the, I did it. No water for me. All right, so let's go in. We have 92, did it stop? Okay, so that's our money there. I wonder if it's because we got out of range. I doubt that emptied it, but it gave us enough money to buy Komodo. So let's see if I go back, if it updates my monies. All right, so we're gonna purchase this island. That's now ours, which is great. So we can start doing some stuff. Alrighty. Let's just quickly check. Sometimes there's some loot crates hidden amongst these buildings. See, we also can sleep here. That's nice if we wanted to do missions from here. So that gives us some extra versatility. We also have, you know, a little more land if we want to land a craft here. I'm just going to quickly peruse some of these containers while we're here. Sawyer North 3K. South, we're not doing south. South's good money, but it's a long trip. Spy Cakes. So Spy Cakes is close and it's 3K, so that's not bad. Not going up to the Arctic yet. South. Not going to BVG, that's in the Arctic. Spy Cakes 2, so there's 5,000 worth there. 3. There's another, so what's that? 10,000 worth. That's 12,000 worth of spy cakes. What's that? 13,000. Yeah, that wouldn't be really worth to take 1,000. We make a little money on it, but it's not. There's other things to do. Yeah, so there's a lot of spy cakes here. We would do well to do that. So let's see, 12,000. Let's go back. I think that money will keep going up once we get close. The barge should. I think we have to be in range for it to actually sell the goods. There used to be a glitch where it would just keep selling, would keep giving you money, and I think they fixed that. We have diesel here. I think we're good on diesel. I'm kind of conflicted. Do I fill while I'm here? Kind of thinking I might. I would hate. I'd feel like a big old dummy if I didn't. And I don't have a hose on here, so I need to use that hose. I should stick a hose in one of those. I have so many ropes. And I have a hose in the front for water, but I'm kind of RP in it that I don't want to use my diesel hose for firefighting. So, okay, let's go pump reverse. What did that do? That's pumping out. Okay, so that's what I want. Let's see if I can get on. And, I think I'm at the max reach of this hose. So let's move up a little bit. Okay. I have the anchor down. I don't have a rope. So let's pull the anchor and let's move up a little bit. I'll move back first. Okay. We're gonna have to swim a little bit here. Okay. Now remember that anchor won't set as long as we have one of these buttons on, so I do need to shut it off to get the anchor to set. Okay. And so what happens is the mag all kind of goes underground a little bit. So what happens is I have to actually, like you saw before, I was tapping it to get it to come up to actually connect. But if we actually started drifting and it pulled taut, it would set then. So, it's not set now, but if we did get some water, so as you can see, we can use that workbench again. I think this diesel is essentially free because, they start out like this. I want to shut off the option to refuel the boats from the workbench, and just because I kind of want us to have to start moving our fuel, but I don't want to do it yet. Alright, so we're back up. So we were down to about, coming up on half a tank, and we did a lot of traveling. We traveled, with a heavy load. Where did we go? We came from here, down to here, up to the refinery, and all the way across, and that used half a tank. And to Komodo, too, so that used only half a tank, so that's not bad. Okay, detach hose. Let's grab it, and let's stow this away, and then we'll go back, and we'll finish up emptying that barge. We just heard the anchor set. And then I need that money to be able to go to spy cakes, to buy spy cakes. So kind of exciting to get some new bases in here and give us some new opportunities to do some stuff. The Mac Pinnacle is almost done. It is in a playable state where I can put it in game, and we can use that. The frameless dump 45 is pretty much all done, and I actually kind of want to do some tests. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, we're anchored. Ooh, that scared me to death. This boat shouldn't sink at all. Everything's sealed, so even though that scared me, that it shouldn't have. It would probably not sink unless we damaged it. So me freaking out a little bit, probably for no reason, but it's kind of nice to rather freak out than not. So we could do, what is this? This looks like it's on fire. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking, do I do a mission? Let's go. Let's head this way. See if our money starts coming back on, and then ooh, it's a little bit rough. Thought I'd put a limiter on that so it doesn't turn us so much, but I don't know what it's doing. All right, so that's going to be just under 3 minutes. You can see these are nice and close. Yeah, for 3 minutes to get from here to here. I think, see, the problem is the fire here is often all the way up in the tower. I might go fight that with a bottle, with a fire extinguisher. Kind of give something different to do. Yeah, the other nice thing is with this military island, which we don't own, there is a hospital here. So the hospital, you know, if we're in this area, we need to do any rescues. We have a couple hospitals close, so we actually have a good scattering of hospitals all around. All right, so you can kind of see, you know, how resource trading is, you know, is a nice way to make money. It also breaks it up. You know, a lot of people poo-poo that, you know, there's not a ton to do in career, and well, I don't disagree. Part of it is, you know, if you can make your own narrative and kind of come up with some cool equipment and go test it, you know, that's the thing that I really enjoy with the game is, you know, like we made a cool boat. You know, as we were, you know, the best way to figure out what a vehicle needs is go put it in a career game and realize, oh my god, I don't have enough batteries, or oh my god, I don't have enough battery generation, or I'm sitting there for 30 minutes and I'm just burning my battery, and you know, and then you say, oh well, you know, it's gonna take me an hour to get somewhere. Well, you know, I could go do the dishes in the house, but I have no autopilot, so I'd have to sit here. So okay, let's put an autopilot in, and so you kind of gets you off on little paths, and so you know, that's kind of fun for me, is to kind of change up what we're doing and do some neat new stuff. I see the barge. Okay, I was terrified that it was going to despawn. It did not. Our money is going up, so it's distance based. So we were too far away. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a flyby here, and we're going to go over here to TT Island, and I think that was what I just looked at there. But let's go here to the Coast Guard outpost TT, and we will. You know, hopefully we'll keep making some money as we go by. As you can see, we are, and then we'll be able to go there. Let's check the price here. Olsen Bay sell diesel for $1.18. That's not a lot of money. Yeah. So one thing I was talking about there is so there's an option where you can shut off. So like for example, if we took this boat back in the workbench, it would, and then we spawned it again. If this option is selected, it will automatically fill our tanks 100% with fuel. And so, you know, if you had custom tanks with a spawner, you could set those to 0 if you wanted. But with these, like the pre-built tanks we have in here, it would automatically set those to, it would fill them. And so, if you notice, as we've been filling up different places, my understanding is when we spawn it, the diesel costs us $1 a gallon. You know, so that actually probably would have saved us a bunch of money if I just spawned it. But, you know, we can get diesel up here at the refinery. I think it was, see, like diesel here is 66 cents. Diesel up, where is it? At the refinery here is, I think it was like 35 cents. Yeah, 35 cents we paid there. So theoretically, you know, we have a barge. We could go fill the barge up with diesel, and then you saw how there was that diesel pump over at Komodo. Well, we can actually fill that up, and so that had 26,000 liters in it. Well, we could go fill up our barge with diesel and then go fill that with 26,000 liters of diesel, and it would hold it for us. You know, we could go sell the excess or just use the barge as our fuel caddy for a little bit, and then you know, and then we would be saving some money on fuel, and it kind of be more realistic as we lose fuel, we have to actually go get some. All right, here we go. We're coming up on TT. TT is another purchasable island. It's kind of a cool little base. It's you know, a lot of people refer to it as the helicopter base. It has a couple helipads out here. You could spawn something in here that you could drag out. Right, you know, that's it's only $10,000. That's cheap. Yeah, so that's not bad. So, you know, maybe we can make that our helicopter base at some point. You know, you can also put land vehicles to kind of like bring the boats in. There's a ramp to launch boats. Alright, so we are about 2 minutes out. Still making money, so we're still within the range. So we're somewhere probably around here. And so we're still collecting money off of our jet fuel. So what do we say? We're going to make 115,000 total. So I think we already pumped about $50,000 worth, and now we're up another 30. So we're at 80. So we still have about another, what's that, 25,000 to go, or no, 35,000 to go. Yeah, it's a, the way I'm doing this with having, a rescue boat that can tow a barge, having a modular system like this, it allows us to go do a rescue mission while we're pumping diesel, or whatever we're selling. A lot of people's complaint is, especially you get a big oil tanker, which we'll play with my Damon TA 800 at some point when we have the cash to use it. But that's a money printer. You're talking hundreds of thousands of liters of. Usually, I try to RP it as crude oil, so I don't I don't mess around with doing diesel or stuff like that. But I just do crude oil with it, and we'll have all the money we ever need. And it sounds like we'll have it'll get boring that we have that much money, but it won't, because one of the ultimate goals of this career build series, I want to get the home ship out, which I kind of took a little break from. It's getting close to being done, but we can take the home ship out and kind of make that our home at sea. So we need a lot of money for that. So I'm going to kill this. That makes it so that it won't automatically do the kill switch. I'm going to go ahead and turn the spots on, the bow spots. Should put the bow spots on the right there. And that I can't really see where I'm going with those on. Alright, and here we go. Space bar. I don't want to get too close in case the wind comes in. Alright, that's good. Let's grab a fire extinguisher. Let's put on our fire suit. There's no point in burning to death. I would roll back the save, but we would end up having to redo all the diesel and me redoing the video. I would definitely tell you if that had to happen. But I'm not going to do permadeath and be permanently dead. Not going to happen. Alright. What would be a cool addition to the game is having the ability to wear a head torch. That'd be kind of cool. That way you could be, using a different tool while you're lighting it. Alright, so it's inside, so this is why we brought the fire extinguisher. We don't have a long enough hose to get to pump water to it. Yeah, so let's see. I'm just going to jump over the edge here. Oh, onto the stairs. Alright, so we have plenty of light from the fire. So let's see if we can do this without bacon. Hopefully we can put it out before we need to go for another fire extinguisher, because it will spread again and we'll be in trouble. So, okay, so let's get right in it. I don't want to waste the fire extinguisher. So we are putting that one out. That one's going out nicely. Okay, that's out. Oh, that's all of it. Okay, so there's $3,000 right there. Let's kind of go through here. I want to see if there's a loot crate. It's always good to do. If you can find a loot crate, you can, make something like that. Was only $3 grand, but like I said, we're doing resource trade. We're making plenty of money. We have no problem getting money, and even on these little routes that seem like they don't make any money, if you can find some crates, you'll turn kind of a lackluster money mission into pretty reasonable. Oh, you guys couldn't put this one out? You had to disrupt me from my my jet fuel sales to do it. Well, that's rude. Negative. So there's none up. Oh, there is. Okay, 6,000. So that actually turned into a pretty good trip. That was 9,000 to come over here. So that made it worthwhile, definitely, to come here. So take the time, look for. They will show up on radar. I don't, you get a ping other stuff on the radar too. So it's I tend not to use radar too much to find them. You know, they're going to be in kind of cool spots like this. It's kind of, you know, Easter eggy and trying to, you know, explore some of the area. So I'm also going to leave all the lights off. My computer's pretty beast, so it's not going to probably knock down the frames too much. So like, see right there, that's jet fuel. That's a jet fuel spawn there. Oh, what is going on? Don't. Okay. Whew. I thought I just fell down the cliff. I was getting worried. Okay. Why can't I jump over this railing? All right. You're not gonna let me jump over the railing? Okie doke. What's going on, man? Okay. I got over. All right. So let's head back. Are we still pumping? We've stopped pumping. We might be there though. We might have. That sounds pretty good. So you can see the mag-all is it's all lit up there. I don't think it's touching. I don't know how deep it is here. Yeah, so we need that depth under keel. We'll see when I swim over what it looks like. Yeah, so see how it lays kind of funny. It's not. Ooh, let's swim up. I don't want to drown. So I'm really excited too about the. Yeah, see, it might not be connected. Really excited too about. Tomorrow is May 31st, or today technically is May 31st for me, and so June 2nd is the new underwater. Why did I pick up a health pack? I had one on me. Okay. June 2nd is the new DLC, or it's not a DLC, it's a new expansion update, whatever you want to call it. So we should be able to get some good content out of that. I want to do a Stormworks basics on submarines. I haven't done many submarines, but it would be good to get that in, especially for people, you know, to use. So we're a little close to the shore. I could theoretically, you know, probably power out of this, but if I do a screw forward, a screw in reverse, as you can see, we can definitely get out of here. All right, and then I'll desync them. All right, so let's. I can actually kind of see the military base there. I think that's it. Let's head back. So, you know, this. A lot of you know, people's complaints about there not being enough to do. Like I was saying, yes, there's definitely could be a lot more to do, but also is you kind of have to have the attitude, you know, to make your own fun, I find. And so I have a lot of fun just doing these resource trading. I like getting new inspiration for builds. You know, kind of RPing it a little bit, and you know, like I made us some extra work. Like you know, if we shut off the auto refuel, we're gonna have to start lugging diesel around and have, you know, we could spawn a second barge and leave one barge just full of diesel, and we could pump out the diesel and put it in our boat, you know, and just leave it out at anchor or leave it in a mooring. We did the mooring video where, you know, I play with moorings, and so we actually have one back there at our regular base. I just need to you know, if you haven't seen that, I figured out you have to spawn the mooring as a separate craft so that it doesn't disappear in the world. That finally connected. Let me see if I can see it on the map. Probably not. The mooring is right here. You know, so I played with it a little bit, trying to get it, trying to improve the mooring a little bit. All right, so we'll be there in 2 minutes. You know, a lot of people want to just like constantly go 1,000,000 miles an hour and, you know, in game. You don't need to. You see how we're going 33 knots, which compared to an airplane or something is pretty slow. This is pretty fast for a boat, but okay, our money's coming back. So if you noticed, I looked through my binoculars. I couldn't see the oil derrick, and my boat actually disappeared. So that seems like that's the load shedding, where it despawns things you don't need in the world. And so when our boat despawn or barge despawns, it makes sense that it can't pump fuel if it doesn't know it's there. So that's actually kind of a cool thing. Is you know, would it be cool that it pumps and we can leave and go do something else? Sure, but you know, we can be within this kind of area and it still pumps. You know, we're still able to go do a mission, and it, you know, this whole time we're driving back, it's pumping. So TT Island's actually really cheap. At one point I want to make a helicopter So for 10,000, that's just pocket money. You know, we could have just easily bought that right now. All right, so I'm having a thought. So I think what I'll do is for the next episode, again, you know, you've seen me drive around plenty. What I'll do is I'll end up here. We'll end this here soon. End up here. And what I'll do is I'll hang around, and I'll finish the emptying of the barge. Should be getting close to being done. And so I'll do that off screen. Then what I'll do is I'll go from here. I'll actually take the barge with me. I'll go from here down over to Spy Cakes. And then I'll get back with you guys at Spy Cakes. And I can park the barge here. And what I think I want to do is I want to, you know, it should be pretty quick. I'll quickly improve the buoy, the mooring, and I'll put the mooring out here. And then we'll have a mooring here. And I can leave, and then we can finally do a container mission. We'll spawn my ship loader, load up the barge, and head around and deliver it to Komodo. Alright, so it sounds like a plan, I think. We need to make sure we have enough money to be able to spawn the ship loader as well. You know, so we got to make sure we have plenty of money for that. Let's shut that off so I can manually control it. Let's start just throttling down. We don't need to be coming in at full speed. Let's hit the spots. So, yeah, I want to move the bow spots here, stern, just so they're facing the correct direction. Okay. And so I'm going to aim right here at our work area, just so that, if you remember before, it was like, you know, the light wasn't really facing where I needed it. So you still get power if you're not up to that bar, I think, just a hair. Alright, so there we go. Go ahead, I'm going to grab I'll grab it out of the bow so I know where it is. So yeah, I should definitely put a hose in there just for refueling. Probably put it in the rear. Stern, rather. Alright, so let's check the quantity here. I like my little shadow jumping. Okay, so we're down. We have 5,600 left. So let's do this as well. Let's go up. Let's do a quick crate hunt. We are close enough to this that we should be able to, let me just do a save. We're making good progress here. I do not want something to happen. I do not want something to happen and lose the all this work or all this time. Alright, so let's go in to the hospital tents. We should be hopefully close enough. I'm doing bunny hopping, I know. And we will, or I will. I keep saying we, I'm royal we, so, you know, we're all, if you're watching with me. Check these tents, check the hangar, see if there's a crate. You know, again, that's going to help us, especially early in game here. You know, we've learned how to make money. In a lot of these games, the key to being able to do what you want is learning how to make money. If you so plenty of sleep in here too if we need it. Is the key is learning how to make money. If you can make money, you can build what you want. If you can make money, you can, you know, put in a huge, you know, vehicle that you want. You know, if you crash, you know, your boat and it goes to the bottom of the water, the ocean, you don't have to restart your save. You don't have to roll back your save. You don't have to rescue the boat and try to sell it back. You can just leave it, you know. So it's okay. So this is a hospital tent, I think. Howdy. And I'm just looking for loot crates here. Try to get us that little bit of extra cash. In the beginning, you know, we're hurting for cash. It's probably over there on the tower. In the beginning, we're hurting for cash. Towards the end here, you know, once we get a good stream of revenue here, we'll be good to be able to do whatever we want. Alright, it's going to probably be all duds until I go to the... I doubt the radar has anything in there. We can check inside really quick. We're still selling. Yep, still selling. So we're up to... so that's another 80,000 we just made there. Yeah, I can't get in there. So let's go to the tower, and then we're not going to bother. I'm not going to run over here. It's just too much running for, you know, for a crate. But there's a reasonable chance there's one in here. And then we'll head back to our boat. We should be close. And like I said, I'll I'll bring you guys back in the next video when I buy spy cakes. So a little bit of detour from what our plan was originally. You know, the plan was to do the container work first, but what is going on? Is there a collision here? Am I just... There's a little step that I have to jump over, I think. There we go. Alright. I think it's easier without the light to see. See, sometimes they hide them while they put them on the other side, but no! That one is not controllable. Alright, so no crate here. There could be somewhere on the island, but I'm not going hunting for it right now. Go back to our boat. Wrap up that. We'll end the video there, and then we can... I'll rejoin you in the next one for hopefully we can get a container delivered and bring container from Spy Cakes to Komodo. All right, so I'll end it there, and I'll let you know how much money we made. Thanks for watching.